Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for our June 20. We already have a jumper, so we're going to take that. We're going to be doing our June 2020 tarot reading for the sign of Taurus. And as I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers, the highest good of all. And we're using the Tarot of the Cloisters if anyone out there is interested in what these circular cards are. They're a little bit of a challenge to shuffle, but we're going to get through this. So for the middle of the month, well, this one was upright, so I'm going to take this. And then the end of the month is going to be the bottom card. So we had a jumper and one flipped over. So let's see what the jumper is. Oh, very interesting. We have here. We have a woman and a man. We had the Queen and the King. So this may, and I don't consider these cards gender specific. So this could be the energy that you're embodying as a man, because we both have male and female sides to us, the divine masculine, divine feminine. And we have the Queen of Staves. So this may be an energy at the beginning of the month that you're experiencing in the beginning of May. And this can also be a person that you may be dealing with. Okay, whichever it is, the Queen of Staves, which is the Queen of Wands, is a very ambitious person. She is the kind of person that goes after what she wants. So maybe this is telling you, Taurus, that you need to take on this energy in the beginning of the month, that you need to go after what you want and you need to be very ambitious. This is the kind of person who has endless energy, and whatever she sets her sights on, she attains. She's a very, very fiery person, and she has a lot of drive to attain whatever it is that she's going after. So in the beginning of the month, you can be dealing with someone such as this, or this may be the energy that you're going to need to take on to start this month out. And then in the middle of June, we have the King of Swords. So this might be a person of authority in the middle of the month. This is usually maybe a military person, law enforcement type of person. This is the kind of person who is very logical, okay? This guy does not allow his emotions or feelings to sway him when making decisions or taking action. He is very cut and dry. He has no problem using that sword to cut people out of his life that he knows are not being loyal and respectful towards him. He's the kind of person that you really don't want to mess with. I think of all the kings, this guy here is the least likely that you would be able to get away with anything with, because he is, like I said, very sharp-minded. And sometimes people consider him maybe even cold, but he's not cold. He's just very logical and sometimes very detached. So this may be someone you're encountering in the middle of the month, or it may be the persona you're going to need to take on. Because don't forget, in the beginning of the month, okay, we have this go-getter energy, this very fiery, energetic, and I don't want to say, how could I say it? I don't want to say reckless energy. This is the kind of person that does take risks, but by the middle of the month, I think that's going to have to tone down a bit, whatever this is that's going on. And like I said, it may just very well be you crossing paths with, someone of authority in the middle of the month for some of you. And then at the end of the month, we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, now we have the Pentacles here, and it's like a beautiful church window, mosaic church window. And the Pentacles are our health, our wealth, and our finances. And this card here is the feeling of maybe feeling like you don't have enough. It's the card to me of like scarcity mentality. Okay, where maybe at the end of the month you're going to go through some type of a temporary hardship. And I emphasize the word temporary because this is not something that's going to be long lasting. Okay, whatever this is at the end of the month, you're feeling maybe like you're lacking money or you're lacking resources. So maybe you're trying to get something off the ground here. Okay, you're very passionate about it. That was the word before, very passionate. And you're thinking logically about it. And at the end of the month, you start getting these thoughts and ideas creeping into your mind, like, maybe I don't have the funds to do this. Maybe I don't have the resources to be able to, go after whatever this is. And like I said, it may be just a temporary lack of resources at the end of the month. Okay, so, this is not a good time at the end of the month for you to be entering into any financial commitments or agreements. Okay, so you got to think logically, okay, because at the end of the month, there's going to be something coming up where, maybe you want to step back a bit, and be careful, that you don't uh, get caught up in this negative thinking, because all it takes is one negative thought in our mind to snowball into like a full-blown thought attack. So with this here, you really want to pay careful attention, to your finances at the end of the month to guard against any type of loss. You want to be careful that you're not going out shopping and maybe spending money you don't have. But whatever this is, you're going to be able to come through it. It's a temporary situation at the end of the month that, we all go through this at one point or another, so it will pass. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like it by giving it a thumbs up, share it, and above all, subscribe, because I will be back with more.